Dun Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and it is once again that time. As the week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at a few of this week's biggest news stories, some of this week's biggest gaming announcements, and of course, a few of this week's biggest video game releases. But do me a quick favor, if this is your first time on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. And we are going to start with Game Freak. The company that makes the mainline Pokemon games had a huge data breach back in August, and hackers are now starting to leak a ton of documents on Reddit. The leaks do appear to unveil many upcoming Pokemon projects, including a new Pokemon Legends game, a Gen 10 game with 2 versions, which, that's not a big shock there, we all expected that, and a game that some have referred to in documents as a Splatoon-style game, and possibly a Pokemon MMO. Now, we also had another gaming showcase this week in the form of an Xbox Partner Showcase, where we found out about upcoming games coming to the Xbox family of consoles. The showcase included about 15 titles with some promising looking games, but nothing super memorable. Wu Chang Falling Feathers, a game that kind of reminds me of Elden Ring, was the highlight for me. A few other games like Mouth, PI for Hire, and The Legend of Babu looked promising overall. It was okay for a partner preview showcase. Now, in the awesome world of video game theme park lands, we did finally get the announcement of the opening date of Epic Universe, the brand new huge theme park coming to the Universal Orlando Resort in Florida. This theme park will include the world's biggest version of Super Nintendo World, with an expanded version of the Mushroom Kingdom area that can be found in Universal Studios Hollywood Park, along with a whole new Donkey Kong Country area, including a minecart coaster. Epic Universe will officially be opening on May 22nd of next year. Now, Xbox announced updates to their phone app and streaming, as you are now able to buy games directly from the app. They are also expanding the available games for streaming beyond just Game Pass Ultimate games to include games you have purchased that are not available on Game Pass. Hopefully this means more Game Pass games will come to streaming also, because there has been a pretty limited library of games you can actually play on your mobile device. On a side note, you definitely want to connect an Xbox controller to play the games. Using the touchscreen controller is, it's just awful. Next up, let's take a look at a few gaming announcements. Now, Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 Remastered Collection kicked off the week with an announcement trailer showing off a February 14th, 2025 release date. The game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems at the budget price of $29.99. Crystal Dynamics announced the collection, including updated versions of 1999's Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, 2000's Tomb Raider Chronicles, and 2003's Tomb Raider The Angel of Darkness. Now, Tron Catalyst received an announcement trailer showing a 2025 release date on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game based on the Tron IP that kicked off back in 1982 when the first Tron movie released in theaters. The game has you battling both on foot in isometric style action and while riding a light cycle as you take on legions of enemy programs in this all-new storyline. Also, Microsoft announced the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collection. It does include an Xbox Series X wrap, along with both standard Xbox and Xbox Elite controllers that can be further customized in the Xbox Design Lab. All 3 items are branded with Black Ops 6 graphics depicting classified documents and are available for pre-order right now. Next up, we did get the announcement of another game coming to the Nintendo Switch online service, and this is a good one. This time, we're going to have to visit the Nintendo 64 library of games, where we received the announcement that Banjo-Tooie is coming to the service on October 25th, so we don't have to wait long. Next week, we'll be playing it. This is the sequel to the Nintendo 64 hit 3D adventure kind of collectathon, Banjo-Kazooie, and it's a must for fans of that genre. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. Now, Super Mario Party Jamboree released this week exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. This is the biggest Mario Party game to date, with over 110 mini-games, new online and offline modes, and plenty of customization. The digital board game comes packed with 5 new boards, 2 classic boards returning from past games, and 22 playable characters, and we are playing this game here on the channel. I'll link the video at the end of this one so you guys can check that out. Now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game is an all-new action-packed brawler that you can play solo or in local co-op modes, set in the Mutant Mayhem universe from the recent blockbuster film. Now, the Retro Realms arcade games Halloween, as well as Ash vs. the Evil Dead, both released this week on the Nintendo Switch. Both games are side-scrolling pixel art arcade-style action games, reminiscent of the 16-bit console and 90s arcade era of gaming. Both games are digital only for now and can be purchased as a bundle or individually. The titles are also available on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox systems. Now, 8-Bit Adventures 2 released this week on the Nintendo Switch and is also available on PC. The game plays like a classic turn-based RPG and uses a pixelated 8-bit graphic style as well as the sounds and music reminiscent of the NES. There is a demo available for the game, and we did check it out here on the channel, so I'll link that video at the end of this one also. Now, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Stunt Mayhem released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game includes real-world Hot Wheels monster trucks and thrilling bosses like Crustzilla, based on the actual toys. You will catch some wild air and perform insane stunts while smashing and bashing through fantastical arenas. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on October 18. The week started with Metaphor ReFantazio releasing to critical acclaim, as it is one of the highest rated games of the year. And the game is absolutely loaded with content, with reports of anywhere between 60 and over 100 hours of gameplay before the final credits roll. Then we got an okay partner preview showcase from Xbox. Nothing super exciting, but a lot of promising looking games that I want more info on. And the week ended with us jumping back into the board game world of Mario Party and Mario Party Jamboree, where my son will be looking to defend his title as he did win the last game of Mario Party Superstars. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Coach World, out.